Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys two new-ish bags that I got. These two bags are not exactly like that new, but I don't think I have ever discussed it, and I have never shared these two bags with you guys. So I thought today would be the perfect opportunity to show you guys my two new HERMES handbags. So the first bag I have for you guys is in this little orange box. It is quite small. It's not a quota bag. It's one of their newer bags that just got released. I actually picked this up maybe like, I would say 2 months ago or 2.5 months ago. When my SA first called me, I thought she was going to give me my quota bag. She was like, oh, your shoes have arrived. Do you want to come by this weekend to pick up your shoes? And I really don't like ordering things and then having to go in again to pick them up, but you know, that's just how it works, so whatever. I was like, okay, sure, I'll come over this weekend. And then she was like, oh, we have a bag available. And then I was like, what bag is it? She's like, I know you wanted a white bag, so this is actually a white bag. And we have the new mini Gypsy, and I have it in the new color, the mushroom color. So I was like, I thought about it for a sec because I know some people mention online that it is quite an expensive bag. And I was like, okay, sure, I will come by and I will look, and if I like it, I will take the bags. So eventually we got to the store. I tried this bag on and I was still a bit hesitant, but I think, you know, because I don't have a white bag, so I was kind of leaning towards it, and it also has silver hardware. I've actually been waiting for a mini Lindy in white for a really long time, and you know, this is a good alternative. So I actually picked up this bag. So this bag is in the color mushroom, and it's in the Swift leather. I'm actually a huge fan of the Swift leather because I really love it. I have the Swift in my Lindy 30, and you guys know that I love that bag. So I really love the Swift leather. Just to kind of show you guys the bag, it's actually quite simple. So it takes on the old Gypsy design, but it is much smaller. So it is the mini size, but I feel like the mini size is not like those mini bags that you cannot use nowadays. It's still a proper bag where you can fit a lot of your things in, and you have the Kelly buckle on here. And I think any bag that has a Kelly buckle for some odd reason is very expensive. So on the inside, it's really simple. It has the HERMES stamp here. And then it's just one giant long compartment. It's actually not that thick, so you can't really put a lot of thick things inside. And when you close it, you do want the top to be like flatter looking than the bottom. So you can't actually put a lot of thick stuff inside. I don't think like a big wallet can go inside. So I use a mini card holder and then my phone and maybe like my lipstick. And on the inside, there's also another, you know, compartment here that doesn't have a zipper. It's quite small, so sometimes I just kind of put my cash in here, because if I put my cash here, it will be loose and then it'll fall out. On the back, it's really plain. There is nothing on the back. I've actually used this bag a couple of times now, and I do like how it looks. I'm not gonna lie, I like how it looks. I like how like it's a bit more casual, and you can wear it with jeans. You can go to a farm, like if you take the kid out, you can like kind of put your stuff in here. You can't put kid stuff in here, so you can put your own stuff in here and then have it like across the body, and it's like really easy and casual to use. In terms of the mushroom color, I don't know if you guys can see it properly on camera, but I think the color that it is reflecting right now is actually the proper color. It's not exactly like pure white. It's a little bit of like a grayish milky white. So if you ever look at a portobello mushroom, like the white ones, that's pretty much the color of this bag. The only thing that I really don't like about this bag is actually the strap. So I think they did the strap so it can be more younger and more fun, but I'm not a huge fan of having like a fabric strap. I think it just makes the bag look really cheap. I don't know if you guys think the same, but I think it makes the bag look a little bit cheap, and it's not that easy to use. So every time you want to adjust the bag, because you can use it as like a what are those things called, like a under the shoulder bag, or you can use it as crossbody, or you can use it as kind of just like a shoulder bag. But the problem with it is that every time I try to adjust it, it's actually quite hard to pull on the strap, and the strap does get very dirty. So compared to leather, it's a lot harder to take care of like a fabric strap, and it's also like it frays a lot. So like I would see a lot of fraying on the strap, and I would assume that I have to replace the strap like maybe every year or 2 years, depending on how often I use this bag. But I can definitely see myself getting annoyed with it and having to replace the strap. Moving on to the next bag. This bag is, it's actually quite expensive. I think I showed you guys my Picotin before in a previous video, and I've actually sold that Picotin. That one was a blue Picotin, bluish gray Picotin. I forgot the name of it. And I had sold it because I got another Picotin. And this is my new Picotin 18. And this is a very special Picotin. I've always kind of wanted a croc bag. And even this year, I think initially I was going to get a croc bag, and I had spent enough money probably to get a croc bag. But then my friend got a croc bag, and I was like, When I saw hers, which is a black croc, matte croc, and she had the V one, and it was very expensive, and she bought it before, you know, the price increase. And after the price increase, it increased by almost like $10,000 before taxes. So you're looking at like close to $70-something thousand after tax to buy a croc 25 Birkin if you want the V one. And I think it's just only like maybe $10,000 cheaper if you don't get the V ones. So anyways, it was like ridiculously expensive. And when I saw it, I was just like, there wasn't like anything very wow about it to me. Like I didn't have that wow feeling in me. So I decided at the end I wasn't going to get a croc quota bag this year. But then I got this close to the end of last year. And I think after getting this, it kind of like satisfied my need to buy something croc. So this is my Picotin 18, I mentioned that, and this is in the 8L Beton, and this is the croc version. So this is how it looks, and it's a beautiful color. I initially would have probably liked to get like a Birkin or a Kelly in this type of gray color, but we actually saw this on display at the HERMES store. There was a mini bolide, there was another Picotin 18, but like in a fuchsia color. And then I was going to buy the yellow mini bolide because I really love my mini bolide. But from far away distance, I saw this in that, you know, that black room. So in the room, there was this, and from far away, it just looks like a gray Picotin. And I was like, hey, what's that gray Picotin? Can I go look at it? So we walked closer, and I'm like, oh my God, it is a croc Picotin, okay? Like my eyes just like opened wide. I'm like, wow, a croc Picotin, and it's also in like a color that I would really love. Nowadays, I go a lot with E because I'm pregnant, so I go to the store with E, and he does not stop me from shopping. Like I feel safer when I'm with him and I'm spending money. And this is weird. I don't know if you guys feel like that when you're with your husband, but when I'm with my husband, I feel like I can spend more money. Okay, it's not good. I should just go shop myself because I'm definitely more sane when I'm by myself. But I was with him and I looked at the bag and he was like, well, get it if you like it. And I'm like, I do like it. So I took it down, I tried it, and I think if I was by myself, I definitely would not have gotten it because initially I thought it would be like 12,000, you know, 15,000, but nope, it was, I think it was $22,000 or something like that before taxes. Almost 5.5 to 6 times the cost of the regular Picotin. Costs almost the same as a special Birkin. Like if you get a Birkin Touch or if you get an ostrich Birkin, this is like the same price as those kind of Birkins. And you know, you're not getting a Birkin, you're not getting a Kelly, you're just getting a Picotin. So other than the fact that it is croc on the outside, there is nothing really special about this bag. So on the inside of the bag, it's just regular leather and you have your stamp at the bottom. There's nothing really special about it. And yeah, it's just like a big giant hole. So there's really nothing that special about buying a Croc bag. So this one is the square. On the front, it has the small kind of pebbles, and on the side it will have the bigger pebbles. The other thing is that the leather is quite hard. I think it's softened up over time because I just have it sit in my closet. But when I first got it, like the Croc, the leather was really hard, and because it came in the same box as a regular Picotin, and because it was hard, it was like stuff like this in this box, okay? This is how they transport and stuff a $20,000 bag. This is how I got it in the box, and it doesn't look very nice. I think they should make a better box for it, but maybe Hermes just doesn't care enough. But now over time, I think it has softened up, and I think maybe if I leave it out for a little bit longer, it will soften up a little bit more. But this is definitely a lot more structured and a lot harder than the regular leather Picotins. Another thing that I know a lot of people mention when they're buying Croc is that the shiny Crocs get very matte over time, and it'll have your fingerprints, and wherever you touch will eventually get matte. And the matte Croc, wherever you touch and wherever you use the most, will eventually get more shiny. Now, I've only used this bag once, so my bag has not changed in color or anything. But when I do use this bag, I am a little bit more careful, so I don't like use any hand creams, and I try not to get my hands wet if I'm like going to touch the bag, so I am a little bit more careful. But so far, I think this bag has not changed in color or anything. Maybe stay tuned, and as I use it, maybe for a few more years, because I think I would probably only use it like twice a year or 3 times a year, I will have a better update for you guys. That is pretty much it for today's video. You guys can leave me a comment in the comment section which bag you would prefer if you were buying a bag. I'd probably buy this one. I think it looks better, right? It looks better. This is super expensive, and probably because of what I'm wearing, it doesn't look good. But like if you're looking at it against black, like against my hair color, this color is pretty nice. So yeah, you would probably have to wear black or some kind of other colors in order to use this color, but white just matches with everything and it's very everyday. But leave me a comment in the comment section which bag you guys do like better. And if you guys have any questions or anything about these bags, you can also leave me a comment and I will get back to you guys. So thank you guys again for joining me for today's video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.